Depending on where you are in the world, this is either the Silva Mini compass or the Silva Ranger SL. Now, at first glance, it may look like a toy, but it's honestly not. The fact that Silva have used a sapphire as the pivot point under the needle should tell you that this is a serious compass designed for a very specific purpose. It's not an expensive compass, but because of the build quality, it's also not that cheap. What you shouldn't do is to compare it with other compasses which are all produced for different reasons. All of the compasses on screen now are what I would call main compasses. These are compasses which, depending on your situation, you'll normally use to navigate. I would suggest that the Silva Mini is intended as a backup or an emergency compass. There is a small mirror for use if you want to take sighted bearings from distant features. On this compass there's also a 40mm ruler for use with a map. In countries which use the imperial system, the mini compass comes with an imperial ruler. There's a pin which is meant to be used for hands-free navigation. So you would set the destination on the compass and then pin it to yourself so you can look down at it as you're walking along. Maybe if you're wearing a t-shirt that would be okay, but I'm really not sure about pricking holes in very expensive waterproof jackets. On the back of the compass you can see that as well as the cardinal points, there's also hours, AM and PM. To use this feature, you just take a bearing from the sun, or to be safer, take a bearing along a shadow, turn the compass over and the orienting arrow will indicate the approximate time. To take a bearing from a map, put the compass on the map so the edge is touching the start and the end of the leg, making sure that the start arrows are pointing in the direction of travel. You can use the base plus the lid to measure up to about 2.5 kilometers. Turn the dial until the orienting arrow is pointing up the map or north and the bearing is read at the index mark, which is just below the number 20. To follow the bearing, pick up the compass, turn it until the needle is over the orienting arrow and then just follow the direction shown by the start arrows. As I said at the start of this, I think this compass would be ideal if it was used as a spare, if your main compass was unavailable. But unlike most emergency compasses, which only give you the cardinal points, this compass can easily be used for normal map work and navigation. In the compass reviews that I do, I always give what, in my opinion, are the positive and negative points. But with this compass, I actually can't find anything negative. For this reason, I would give it a 9 out of 10 as a spare compass. It would have got a 10, but I'm being picky here. I would like to see aroma, maybe printed onto the back or even onto the lid. Would I buy this compass for my personal use? Yes, in fact I have done. This is actually my spare compass which I carry when I'm walking around the hills.